Welcome to the session 10 of the behavioral finance regarding the it's a it's all about your mental accounting biases. So sunk cost fallacy, endowment bias that we'll be looking into in depth. So let us see the last case that we have discussed. So the ticket buying for the movie. So I have spent already 500 rupees for buying the ticket, but in the ticket counter or the theater, I'm realizing I've lost the ticket. Now, instead of returning back to watch the movie, I'm spending another 500 rupees. Now, my cost for that ticket, in my perception, it is 1000 rupees. But if I've lost 500 rupees in the process of traveling to go to the ticket counter, I've lost 500 rupees. I'm finding somehow I've lost. The moment I opened up the purse, I'm finding 500 rupees is missing. But why to miss the movie? Let us buy let us buy a ticket by paying 500 rupees. If you'll ask in both the situation, what is the perceived cost of the ticket in the first case? It is 1000 rupees because 500 for the first ticket, 500 for the second ticket, it is 1000. But in the second case, the person perceived that it is just 500 rupees. It is not 1000 rupees. It is just 500 rupees because he has lost 500 rupees in cash, not in the form of tickets. But the cases, both the situation, the case is same. You have lost something of 500 rupees worth and now you are buying a ticket. But the mental accounting regarding the both the situation, the ticket worth are different. Let me give example with respect to a project. Suppose I am starting a project by spending 25 lakh rupees, but after spending 25 lakh rupees, the project is on the verge of completion, but something happened. My project got ruined because of some damage or calamities. Now I arrange another 25 lakhs rupees to complete the same project. The total cost of the project now become 50 lakhs for me. But in the next case, I have planned for the project. I have took the money from the bank as a loan, 25 lakhs rupees. But because of some fraud or scam or something, somehow I lost this 25 lakhs. And now I am rearranging 25 lakhs for my for the same project. But my perception will be for the same project will be 25 lakhs, not the 50 lakhs. But in the first case, I've already completed the project with the 25 lakhs. But something happened, I'm recompleting it 25 lakhs. My assumption will be 50, and in this case 25. This is the way the mental accounting works, which the rational finance cannot able to judge. And that all about the mental accounting regarding any situation or expenditure. So let us look into the sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy, don't throw the good money after the bad, because suppose I have taken a road, I realize this road is not leading me to the destination. Then what I'll do, instead of wasting time, I'll just return back and I'll follow the right road. I'll not look into, I've already taken a road, I've spent almost so much time. Why should I return back? No, whatever may happen, however distance I have covered, I'll be returning back to follow the right path. But in reality, in the industry, people do not do this. People used to do the mistake of sunk cost fallacy. Suppose let me give an example. For the COVID, somebody is developing a new drug, and the company has almost all the verge of completion of its project, and the company have already spent 900 crore for the research and development of that project, and which is almost 90% of the project. But as you are on the verge of completion with the 10% of your expenditure, you found a company, your competitor has launched the COVID drug at a very, very competitive price and of good quality. Now, what should you do? Should you complete the 10% of the remaining project by spending 100 crore, or should you abandon that project? Most of the cases, the company used to keep on continuing with the old or the bad project. And what at the end? So after spending 100 crore, 1000 crore spending end of months of development or labor or the work, when you launch in the market, you are finding you are competitively in the disadvantage because of the product quality. Now you are thinking of better strategy, better advertisement, you are spending, keep on spending against your competitor, but after 2 years you realize, no, no way we can able to compete our competitor. Then you try to abandon the project. By that time you accumulated good amount of loss. But at the 90% of the project completion, when you identify, when you understood that you are not in the competitive advantage, you should have get rid of that project by understanding your wrong decision, accepting the mistake of your process, whatever happened, accepting your luck or the whatever you can say about the fate. You limit your loss to the 900 crore. Don't, because you have chosen a wrong path. So you have to, instead of going in that path without reaching your destination, rather you come back and choose something the right path and explore something new thing. This happened in the case of also Tata Nano. They spend, they realize now they are in competitive advantage, and they kept on spending, they kept on spending. Afterward, they realized after 3 4 years they stopped it because of the CEO overconfidence, because of the CEO's attachment to the new project, because you have already spent your time and energy. So this happened in any case. You take a dog, a small dog, uh, and you give all the food and sustenance. After 6 months the dog become your, and when it become your, the price of that dog and it become invaluable. So similarly, something where you have spent your money, time, energy, and effort, that become much much valuable for you. And but with respect to the competitor, if anyone, if will offer something the same thing to the other person may not value that much for your effort and labor, because of emotional attachment. You price high for your product. Same thing, Sonka's policy that we understood, that the person gave the money to go to the theater, and after 15 minutes he realized that this is not worth. Rather he should tolerate his expenditure on the traveling and snacks, and he sacrificed the 2500 rupees cost of the movie. Rather the five people should go out and spend their good time with the family and enjoy the rest of the day without any spending in the parks and all. So because, so then they could able to save their lost time. But because they've already spent 5000 rupees and on the tickets, so sitting in the movie or the theater without deciding, so that will be the waste of time. All of you understood the case, that the person is going to the movie by spending a good amount of money, time, and but after 50 minutes he realized the movie is not worth. He should take the decision whether to continue in the movie or he should get out to explore for the new entertainment possibility. So whatever happened, just because of the past wrong decision, don't try to waste the present. This happen in many cases for the student for the different courses also. So after suppose I joined a 3 years program for media and development. After 1 year I realized this media is not the part of my. Then instead of continuing with that course, I should switch to the some other where I am taking interest. I should do something better. Like I remember I joined a course, economics BA course, with the economics honors for 3 years. Then I realized, no, physics is my area of interest. So instead of continuing in that course and spending another 2 years, I uh, left that course. I joined the physics for my future course. So this, instead of regretting for the past 1 year, I make best use of my future the rest of the time. So song cost is all about the mental accounting about your past, and because sometimes it happen, people keep on accumulating losses, waste expenditure on their past project out of the attachment and emotion. And so that's the part of emotional attachment, is the part of your endowment bias. So endowment effect, when you, before you buying a house, the same house you may be quoting at a very low price. The moment you purchase it, you open the, you may the inaugurational function, you may do a inaugurational function and you invite, and now you got so much attached to the house. If somebody come to purchase the house, you'll be quoting such a high price so that the person cannot able to, will not able to buy. so that because it's become your. So the same dog, other time it is on the road, it is a the dog road. The same dog when you bring to your home and like because it become yours after 1 2 year, it become too much precious for the family and for you. So this is the uh, process, this is the and bias that is being exploited by the company. I remember the company, the eureka forbes, they used to come and they used to install the eureka forbes the water filter, and they used to say you need not to worry about the money, and after 2 months if you feel that it is not worth, then you can return us back, we'll take it back. It's of so this is the way. After 2 months, the person, after getting so much filtered water from the same machine, they become emotionally attached. After 2 months, they used to get ready invariably to pay the check for the same thing, and almost 90% cases the thing gets sold. So same thing happened in the case of IKEA used to offer the furniture for the experience, and after you bring it to your home and you make all the fixture and furnitures and all, you feel it is so precious, and you spend so much time to have that furniture to buying the process, then your time, your effort for the furniture fixer becomes so valuable. After 2 months, when it comes to the returning, then you feel no better, you keep it. So this is the way the car company, the companies, this automobile or the consumer durable company exploit the endowment bias of the human emotional attachment. Dana really is did a famous experiment of this and what in the experiment what he is explaining. The one is the coffee cup, another is the chocolate. So 50% of students are offered the coffee cup, 50% of the students are offered the chocolates. So then they are being asked, how much would you, uh, how much, for how much would you sell your mug? For how much would you pay for the candy? Those who are the coffee mug owner, they are being asked how much they are ready to sell, at what price the coffee mug, at what price they are ready to buy the candy chocolate. The candy chocolate owners being also asked the same, how much would you sell your candy, how much would you pay for the mug? So and in the process they are being asked, will you be ready? So the what it is being found, the quoted price by the mug owner is much more higher than the quoted price by the chocolate owner. So they quoted very less price to buy that same mug. At the same time, the chocolate owner, they quoted at a very high price, but the mug owner, they quoted at a very low price for the same chocolate. And they are being asked, will you like to exchange your chocolate for the coffee cup mug? But none of them, almost none of them, come forward for the exchange, because they started developing something has come to me, it is mine, and it they start developing the emotional attachment. They make, they feel this is they make thing more valuable, and they don't feel to sacrifice, because they are in addition to the this monetary value, they develop emotional value with that product. So what the data really found, once ownership is established, people favor the object that they want, even through even though the ownership is randomly selected. This happening endowment bias and status quo bias in the case of your buying of mobiles. The ringtone, it's still the same ringtone you keep on. The many times people don't change their password. The status quo, the endowment bias, I don't know what, because even I also prefer to have the same tone offered by the company instead of putting my one mobile ringtone. So this is the way this lottery game is happened, that in the lottery, this is the mobile experiment, that mobile you want, the after a year, how much at what price you want to sell, at what price the person want to buy. So that is a great difference of 3000 rupees. So it's happening a lottery case of tickets. Like there was a lottery, and this in the lottery a few tickets are there to watch a game of IPL, but hardly 10 students got that lottery ticket. And after a while, this is being asked, and few students, they did not have the lottery ticket. They are being asked, at what price will you like to sell your lottery tickets? The actual price of the ticket was just 500 rupees. But because of the endowment bias and through the lottery they have gained these tickets, they started developing emotional attachment. They started quoting at a price like $2,400. But those who are not having the lottery ticket, they are being asked at what price they want to buy. So they just tell they want to buy at the price of just 100. Those who are having a tickets, they feel it is a lifetime memory and a historical thing for them for, and it's a just they started evaluating, they putting their much higher value on their ownership. And those who are not, as they do not have, they do not have anything to lose, so they quote their price at a very lower price. So there are five students in a hostel and in a room, and somebody, a stranger, come and ask how much you used to contribute regarding your home, this disposal of the waste. So almost all of them started quoting at 50 to 60%. So combining together, it become almost 250 to 300%. While combining, it should be 100. Everyone value their work and they feel we are doing contributing more to our hostel room cleaning than other. So this is the way the endowment bias, we give more weightage to our one effort and contribution. Before going to the assignment, let us see the Richard Thaler, the Nobel awardee, who accounting on the basis of the source of income, mental accounting bias on the basis of the mode of payment, mental accounting relating to the different mental budgets and the fund allocation, sunk cost fallacy, endowment bias, the connecting endowment with the loss aversion, mental accounting about the relation, time, and contribution. So then we'll go through the some of the conceptual paper, research papers of the mental accounting bias written by Richard Taylor. Note down the findings from the papers and note down the class learning in your own words. So the questions: what is the sunk cost fallacy? What is the endowment bias? State with examples. What are the relationship between the status quo and the endowment bias? What are the effects of the endowment bias and emotional attachment and their effects on the financial decision by the corporate? So thank you. Thanks for watching. Hope all of you understood and